Have you heard the one about the puppy whose mother died, leaving him to face the wilderness alone, cold, hungry, and defenseless? He was about to become another tragic headline in nature's unforgiving rulebook. But then, he's found. Not by just any creature, but by the one who should have been his greatest predator. A lioness who had just lost her own cub, and what she does next isn't an act of nature, but an act of love that seems to defy all instinct. It's a powerful story, the kind told in whispers around campfires, but is it real? Can a lion truly raise a dog while that story remains a beautiful legend? What if I told you that stories of the reverse of dogs raising lion cubs have captivated millions online? The question is, are those tales true? And what really happened in these unlikely families is more shocking than you'd think. Nature usually plays by a strict set of rules: predator and prey, instinct and survival. But every once in a while, something happens that makes us question everything. While a top predator adopting the young of another species is incredibly rare, maternal instinct is a force of nature all its own, capable of overriding some of the most deeply ingrained behaviors. And this is where the internet comes in, with incredible stories of dogs adopting orphan lion cubs. While these viral videos aren't official wildlife documentaries, they tell a compelling story. In one popular tale, a lioness at a wildlife sanctuary tragically dies, leaving her newborn cubs helpless, without their mother's milk. They wouldn't survive the night. The staff is desperate. Hen-raising lion cubs is incredibly difficult. They need a maternal warmth that humans just can't provide. That's when they think of a golden retriever, a dog whose own puppies had just been weaned, leaving her with a powerful motherly instinct and no one to care for. According to the story, when the tiny, helpless lion cubs were placed beside her, something miraculous happened. The dog didn't hesitate. She sniffed them, and then began cleaning them with a quiet devotion. The cubs responded instantly, nestling against her as if she were their real mother. Against all odds, she took them in as her own. For weeks, these online stories show us scenes that are hard to believe. You see 3 growing lion cubs climbing all over their canine mom, playfully tugging at their ears. At night, they all sleep together in a warm pile of fur. In these tales, the dog becomes their mother in every sense of the word. If their play gets too rough, a low bark is all it takes to remind them of their manners. She's their protector, their teacher, and their entire world. And this isn't a one-off story. Similar tales have emerged, this time starring a German shepherd. In this version, a rescued lioness gives birth but rejects her fragile cubs. With time running out, the staff puts out a call for a nursing dog. A family brings in their German shepherd, who has milk to spare. Everyone holds their breath as she enters the enclosure. The dog, known for not being a big fan of cats, walks over to the crying cubs, lies down, and lets them feed. For weeks, she cares for them, patiently enduring their sharp baby teeth and tiny claws. To her, they weren't predators, they were her babies. But how long could a strange fairy tale like this possibly last? In each of these incredible stories, the moment everyone dreaded finally arrived. The cubs grew. And they grew fast. Time is a force that even a mother's love can stop. For the golden retriever, the story goes that the separation came when her lion cubs reached 6 months old. They were already much bigger than her, and for their own safety and development, they had to be moved to a separate enclosure. The separation was heartbreaking. For days, the dog reportedly cried at the gate, while the cubs paced in their new home. Confused and silent, nature was taking its course, and they were growing into the lions they were born to be. It was the same for the German shepherds in the other stories. Their cubs eventually outgrew them, and the painful decision was made to separate them. The bonds that had seemed so unbreakable were now stretched by time and distance. The question on everyone's mind was a painful one. Would they remember? Would instinct finally erase the memory of the mothers who raised them? This is the part of the story that truly captures the imagination. 2 years pass. The cubs are no longer small, helpless babies. They're full-grown lions, each weighing over 400 pounds, with muscles like coiled springs. They are powerful, majestic, and unpredictable. When the German Shepherd and her owner are said to have returned for a visit, the sanctuary staff was nervous. No one knew what to expect. The dog, now dwarfed by the animals she once mothered, steps into the enclosure. The lions spot her. They move forward, fast. A handler reaches for the gate, ready to pull her to safety, but then, the unthinkable happens. The lions don't roar, they don't attack. The story says they brushed against her, their massive tails wagging as if they were cubs again. They lay down beside her, and she licked their huge faces as staff members watched in disbelief. Could this really happen? And greet a dog like a mother after 2 years would be almost unheard of. Yet, we know deep bonds can last. The famous story of Christian the lion, who affectionately greeted his former human owners after a year in the wild, proves that memory and emotion can endure. These reunion stories, whether fact or fiction, touch something deep within us. They suggest that family isn't just about blood, but about the bonds we see in the animal kingdom often reflect the best parts of ourselves: loyalty, compassion, and a love that defies all expectations. If these stories touched your heart, subscribe for more tales that explore the true power of an animal's love. In the end, whether it's the legend of the lioness raising a puppy or the viral tales of a dog raising a lion, the message is the same. The instinct to nurture is a force that can bridge any gap and cross any species. While there are plenty of verified cases of interspecies adoption, like dogs mothering cheetahs or even tigers, the stories about lions have taken on a life of their own. They show us that in a world often defined by survival, the most powerful instinct might just be love. Love rewrites the rules. And in these stories that capture our hearts, a dog and her lions prove that family is not always born. Sometimes, it is found. Do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.